Soldiering on with our division previews in the NFL at ats.io. I'm Brian Blessing, and we're talking about the NFC South, where the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers reside. Out of conference for the South this year, they will play teams from the AFC East. Tampa Bay's odds on minus $1.80, 11.5 over $1.30. I wonder if that's not a little bit high. Super Bowl hangover. Brady's unbelievable, but he's not that young. Don't forget, they had to do the gauntlet on the road to get to the Super Bowl and ultimately win it. And I think other teams around them have gotten better. So is it a really good football team? Are they dangerous again? You bet. But there are reasons to say, hey, they're going to have another good year. But, I mean, is it a 12-win football team? I don't know that that's necessarily the case. Then you get life after Breeze in New Orleans, but for the most part, long stretches of last year with Taysom Hill, it was life after Breeze already. Peyton's a great coach. It's a deep, well-rounded football team with Kamara. I still think Jameis Winston has a little something left in the tank here, and that could be a bit of a hybrid at the quarterback position. 9.5 under $1.40. I can see the Saints winning 10 games. So I kind of like that. Then Carolina's at 10-1. 7.5 under $1.20. Sam Darnold, a transition. I think Darnold, the change of venue, could help this guy. And I think Carolina's pretty well coached here. Then you bring McCaffrey back into the equation. I think Carolina's a marginally interesting football team, and I could see them going over the season win total of 7.5. Then you get Atlanta, where do we move on, from Matt Ryan? Julio Jones, the big trade talk that Julio Jones is going to be out of there. Great, you go get Pitts, the tight end. But what about a running game? What are you looking at the outside now? Ridley's really good, but is Ridley the go-to guy if Jones isn't on the opposite side of the field? So there are a lot of question marks about Atlanta. 7.5 over $1.20 is the season win total on the Falcons. They're a Jekyll and Hyde team. They can beat anybody, and then they can get mauled by anybody. But to me, I think New Orleans over 9.5 wins is maybe the best play coming out of the NFC South. It's always a good play to check out Adam Burke and his sports betting podcast for you weekdays right here at ats.io. Glad to talk football with you from Las Vegas. I'm Brian Blessing.